the decade I went to college. It was the decade that I got my first job where they didn't pay me by the hour. Contest master. Friends. It was the decade that I realized just how accurate the song lyrics and song titles were in describing what was going on in my life. 1981, I graduated from high school. And when I got out, I just wanted to shout, let it all out. I wanted to party like it was 1999. So I wore my raspberry beret, and I jumped in my little red Corvette, and I rocked on to Electric Avenue. That's where all the parties were. And I showed up wearing my pumps. I had them in every color. I had my big dark sunglasses. And yes, I was wearing bike shorts under my miniskirt. Can you say, gag me with a spoon? And the parties were great, but I was always dancing with myself. Oh. And then someone told me, you gotta fight for your right to party. So I did. You can imagine what happened next. I met Dr. Feelgood. But then I ran so far away. And I called my girlfriend. I said, come on, Eileen. We're not gonna take this anymore. Luckily, it was not the end of the world as we know it. The next day, I drove to the beach, and I began a cruel, cruel summer. I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. That much is true. And I worked hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. Because we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. So once I got done working for the weekend, I called my friend Jenny. You know her number, 8675309. And we heard London Calling, and we decided to take one last vacation. When we arrived there, it was raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. The first guy I met, he was a super freak, super freaky, na. But he was dating this girl named Billie Jean. He tried to tell me, Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl. But I knew better. The next guy I met was Mickey. Oh, Mickey, he was so fine. He blew my mind. We spent the first couple of weeks doing the safety dance. But then I was spending a lot more time in his Love Shack! Love Shack, baby! Tin roof. Rusted. But it was tainted love. Oh, tainted love. And I asked him, do you really want to hurt me? I said to myself, I hate myself for loving you. And I know what he was thinking as I walked out that door. Another one bites the dust. Bites the hay. Back to the States, it was time to start college. I met the dean, and the dean said, welcome to the jungle, baby! You're gonna die! And I thought, should I stay or should I go? like I could play the guitar on the MTV. Well, I fought authority, and authority always wins. So I ended the 1980s. I had to hang up my leg warmers. I had to cut all the shoulder pads out of my clothes. My boyfriend stopped wearing parachute pants and a members-only jacket. Thank God. And I entered the 90s with one song in my heart. Don't worry, be happy.